Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca and I like to talk about things you would talk about in therapy and do my makeup at the same time. I am just a normal girl who has a psychology degree who wants to help you deal with what's going on in your head without having to go to therapy. Hopefully this feels like a conversation between two people, hopefully a friend. And I want to get your mind thinking towards how to get over what is bothering you. Something that's holding you back because you're not feeling good enough, you're depressed, you have anxiety, you have trauma you haven't dealt with, and I want to be your friend who helps you get through it. And I'm using the Blood Money palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics because it's March. So I'm thinking St. Patty's Day, and I'm thinking green. So let's get into it. Today, we're gonna talk about finding someone to talk to. How do we decide on who to talk to about our problems? You wanna think you can talk to your mom, but maybe she is the one that's causing you all these emotions. Maybe it's a coworker. First, you could just tell by how people act as if they care about you, right? So they ask questions on how you're doing. And, you know, maybe that person isn't your mom or dad or sister or brother, but that's okay. And maybe this person doesn't even know you that well. Let's say you kind of just met somebody and you're going through something and somehow they ask you how your day is, and now all of a sudden you're just spilling out all your concerns and life problems to a stranger, right? We've done that before, right? So how do we find the right person to talk to? Well, maybe you're not gonna see that person again, right? Or maybe you will, but let's say you don't see that person again. Who cares? They were there to listen, and as human beings, why not? We should be able to talk to one another without truly knowing that person. They might even give you advice. Have you had that happen to you before? Where you just talked to a stranger, but just accidentally. They just said, hey, hello, and then you were there in an elevator, or maybe you had a similar interest in an item in a store. And then you start talking about it. And then you start talking about your problems in your life. That's okay. It's okay to have those conversations. I'm grateful for those conversations. You never know what kind of useful conversation you will have. I'm not saying to break down every stranger that you come across, but you definitely should feel confident enough to be able to tell whether a person is listening to you. So when you have a similar interest in something and you're able to talk back and forth about it, that could be someone to talk to. It's not that hard to find a similar interest between another person to where you can talk to them on a deeper level. You shouldn't be afraid to have somebody know what's going on in your life, or a perfect stranger to know what's going on in your life. And these are just examples of if you can't find somebody to talk to. Because I feel like that's a lot of the case. Or maybe they just are afraid to talk to the people they know because they're afraid of them actually knowing that information. When you bump into somebody you don't know and you find yourself talking about something that you had similar, you can be open about other things. Does that make sense? I hope this is making sense. I just realized that my light wasn't on, so I had to turn that on. Anyways, those are just examples of people to talk to, just options. You don't have to worry about seeing again. You can't plan a moment like this. This is just something that's just gonna have to feel natural, but also know that you are smart enough to figure this out. Like, you can tell when a person is interested in what is wrong with you today. Because you see that person often. Maybe you see that person often. Let's say you see somebody often. Okay, now we're not talking about a stranger. Now we're talking about someone you possibly know. Maybe an acquaintance. or a family member. Let's say an acquaintance though at first. We're gonna talk about how I like to think as coworkers, as, you know, our other families. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like this. I used to work in a restaurant. I used to live on an island, and that everyone on that island, they were my family for 2 years. They were my family because I lived and breathed and slept Cabbage Key. Everyone there became my family, and we had to be in order to survive. So my point is, with your acquaintances or coworkers, you can find somebody who you trust in. You know, somebody, you know, have you heard of work wives, work husbands? If they ask you how your day is, if they notice if you lost weight, if you've lost weight, if this person can notice you're acting funny, you're off today, are you sad? If someone can notice that about you, that is someone that you want to talk to, because they see you. And maybe, I feel like a lot of us don't really notice things like that about people, because everyone's smart in their own way. And especially if you deal with the same people over and over, like, they get you at some level. Maybe they don't know your day-to-day lives, but they know how you are when you get upset. They know your facial expressions. And if they ask you, are you okay? Something wrong? You're off, you feel off today? Is there something I can do to help you today? Or they compliment your outfits. Maybe they give you compliments. I'm just saying, there are people that you wouldn't even guess that would listen to you. Not off the top of your head. And it's people that you are with all the time, or you see them on and off. Maybe you have nice conversation with them, but you wouldn't dream about talking to them about your try to think like, oh, I'm not that you're better than them, but you're stronger than them, and that you know how to handle that situation that they're dealing with. But maybe they know how to deal with the situation that you're not able to deal with. You never know. Or maybe they know somebody who could help you with that situation, right? There's always a good reason to reach out for help. If you think you need it, then go get it. You know, there's a lot of people that think that they can't do stuff, but when it comes down to paying rent, paying a bill, getting that piece of clothing that you want, you made it happen, right? So why can't you help yourself? Why can't you find help for this situation that you can't get out of your head? Ask for help. I mean, I know it's not easy. I am not good at it myself. I'm not saying I'm an expert. Maybe I can ask a question to where I don't know if they know the answer, but I just want to ask it. Or you need to know you have a question and you don't know how to find it. Of course, Google's a thing, but you know, talking to people is a great source of information. We used to do it back in the day. I know, right? Weird. Talking to people to get information, wild. I know, but it's good to do. I mean, don't you miss talking to people? Like talking? Like with your mouth to other people? Is that weird? It shouldn't be. We live in a day and age where we are just barely talking to each other. It's all text or email, through these social media platforms, through the comments section. That's not conversation. I mean, I want this to feel like a conversation, even though it's just me talking, but like, I hope you take note that anybody can be someone to talk to, But if you narrow it down by similar interests, backgrounds, that is someone you can talk to. And if you need help, ask for it. You know somebody that will know something to get you towards that. You do. Just ask. All you have to do is ask. Yeah, I still look crazy. This will come together. Do you guys want to see me do my eyeliner? I mean, I can't really talk and do this. But I'm gonna do it really quick. You can see that this is all I do. Okay. Your eyeliner, you know, your wings, you know, they're two different wings. Okay, and they're not the same wing, so they might look a little different. And that's okay. Every part of your wings are beautiful. I'm just rushing through this because I think this video has gone long enough, and I just wanted to finish my makeup on the video just to see the transformation, if it's really that wild. But please leave me a like, leave me a comment. Please, please, please let me know if you got something out of this video. I will be making more. I really like talking about things that are hard to talk about, or I'm hoping that I help you find a way to talk to somebody so you don't feel alone. I don't want you to feel like there's no one to talk to. There are options. You know, there's a crisis hotline. I truly believe in their mission. They had a great training process, and they can make anybody into someone to talk to, and I feel like everyone in the world should go through this training so we can all have conversations with each other that we can just be able to talk to one another. I have faith in humanity, and I want to believe that we can talk to each other about our problems, because why not? Why aren't we talking to each other? We are human beings. And the more we talk to each other, the more we can benefit. I mean, right now, everyone's trying to build their own business, but we should all be associates, you know? Why can't we all just get along? I don't know. Wishful thinking. I'm blabbing. Do you want to see? I mean, I'm obsessed with this blush right here. Jeffree Star again. Most of my stuff is Jeffree Star. If you hate him or if you have a problem with him, I'm sorry. But his makeup, I hit pan on this one. Look at that. I love this one. But I go like this, and I go like this, and I kind of treat it like bronzer. And here we go. Boom! I'm blinding. Dang, I put my freaking light off again. I will be right back with a wig and some lipstick, and we're gonna end this video. All right, don't be scared. We're back. Scary? Is it too much? Sorry, not sorry. This beautiful wig is from Branded Braids. Love her to death. Her wigs are just so, look at it. So I hope you liked today's video. I hope you got something out of it. I will leave a link of a crisis hotline where I volunteer sometimes, and I hope you start having conversations that you are struggling with. Reach out to that coworker that you get along with. Reach out to that neighbor that you say hi to once in a while and talk about the weather. Talk to your mom and dad, sister, brother. This is what this whole series is about. I hope that I can help you start talking about what's really bothering you, how can you move past it. Hope you aren't too scared of how I look right now. I want you to live happy. We only have one life, so let's live it happy. Okay, so have a great day. Love you so much. Bye.